Welcome to the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri. MLB Network is live from Busch Stadium. Tonight it's the first of four between the Colorado Rockies and the St. Louis Cardinals. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Carlos Martinez is on the mound for the Cardinals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Striding in for the Rockies, Charlie Blackmon. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First of 4 here on this Monday night as the first pitch of the game is over for strike 1. High and deep to left center field. Ozuna looks up. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
Talk about hitting the ground running. Usually a leadoff man is a guy that takes the first pitch, trying to get the feel for the pitcher, trying to get dialed in, but not this guy. He's got that see ball, hit ball philosophy, and he does just that. Launching that pitch out of here before the fans could even get settled in the seats.
In now for Colorado, Ian Desmond. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. Desmond swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Line drive to left. And that's going to be a base hit here for Desmond.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's in the dirt, and he will make it back to first, which is probably where he should have stayed to begin with. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Carlos Gonzalez. First offering on its way. And it's fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Missed with a slider. Desmond leads off first with one away. And there's a swing and a miss by Gonzalez as he's a strikeout victim here. 2 away. Digging in now, Ryan McMahon. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Turned on down the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rockies are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0. Tyler Anderson will be on the mound for the Rocks. What do you have for us on him, Danny? DJ LeMahieu will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Number 9, DJ LeMahieu.
Trevor Story is also into the game as he takes over at short. Here's Matt Carpenter. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Carpenter.
Pulled toward right center field. Blackmon's after it. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, this club really needs Yadier Molina to find his swing. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very good.
Now Molina connects on one here. High and deep out to left field. And this one is gone. A home run. Shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Redbirds are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, his offense spotted him a run in the top of the inning, and he just gave it right back. That's what happens when you plant one in a hitter's wheelhouse. Sent out of here in a hurry.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. Got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot here for Paul DeYoung. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead.
way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Batting fourth.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna.
Fouled away. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 14 homers, 53 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well hit to right, but foul.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Batting fifth. Second baseman. Number 34.
Next to bat for St. Louis, number 34. And a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning. He's set. Here it comes. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Anderson, 28 years old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Standing in, Tom Murphy. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Changeup in for a strike. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on outfielder Dexter Fowler, a former World Series champ, an igniter on offense that can hit anywhere in the order and can handle himself in the middle of the diamond in center field, that premium position where you need him to be the captain. Dexter definitely fits that mold.
In now, Gerardo Parra. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. Grounded up to first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Trevor Story. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. First delivery to him on the way. Ball one. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's hitless in 6 tries. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Tyler Anderson. First offering on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
And he misses again. 2-0. Story is off at first with 2 away. And that's over. 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
And he gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Digging in, the switch hitter, Dexter Fowler. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Dexter Fowler.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Heading for second now is Fowler. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Digging in, Harrison Bader, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Bader, originally from New York State, he was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3. Back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And that's going to plate the runner from second, as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Batting ninth, Edgar Carlos Martinez.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Carlos Martinez. A textbook sack bunt situation here. Here comes the first pitch. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Carpenter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Riding in once again, Yadier Molina. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run. You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Bader stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Rockies 1. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
And the changeup is way low that time. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Set to follow here is Ian Desmond. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Another payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Standing in, Ian Desmond. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I tip my hat to the batter right there for taking that pitch. Most guys would have definitely been swinging in that situation. 2-0 fastball, but that was not in the zone he was looking for. Move on to the next pitch.
Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the second deck and gone. A 2-run shot that time for Ian Desmond. Number 14 on the season, as the Rockies have drawn even now at 3-3.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Stepping in now, Nolan Arenado. Fouled off. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. Here's ball 1 now to the Rockies' third baseman. It's 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
He loses him on ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Gonzalez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
The 2-0. 3-0 now. Runner aboard at first with nobody out in a 3-3 tie. Had the red light there, and it's 3-1. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Payoff pitch one more time. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. The second for 1. On to Carpenter. It's in time. A double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Now here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Ready for another chance? Paul DeYoung as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Paul DeYoung.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. The 3-0. Is in there for strike 1. patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. The tag from LeMahieu, and they got him at second base.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
That's a ball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Now a changeup is bounced to second. And there's out number 2.
Third baseman, number 3.
Here's Jed Jerko now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Strike called, 2-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Parra. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. We've played 3 and our score. Stepping into the box, Tom Murphy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Took a little off and it's in for a called strike 1. Murphy, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Tom Murphy goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. So after the line out on the fastball, might be a pretty good time to check out the pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 3 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And that's through for a hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, so be it.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 0-1 pitch. And And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Bader moving in, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Well, you don't see that all the time. Pitcher deep in the count, 0-2, and D-Rose still manages to sneak out a base hit on an 0-2 count.
You know what? He never lost his toehold there, Dan. He seemed like he wanted to hit. He was aggressive. He battled and was able to be rewarded with a nice base hit.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. A 2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another 2-2 offering. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 2 left for Colorado. Through 3.5, we're all even at 3. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 34. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. Hit out towards second. And there's 1 down now.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Dexter Fowler. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Struck him out. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side. Digging in and looking for more, Ian Desmond. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
The batter, number 20.
Here's Nolan Arenado. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. Here he comes. comes again, 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Fowler to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So 2 are gone in the Rockies' half of the 5th. And standing in, the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Jerko is there, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3. Jose Martinez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 38, Jose Martinez.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Comes in with an average of 265, 13 home runs and 47 RBIs. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hot shot down the line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now another 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up. Desmond in foul ground, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. One away now, and here's Matt Carpenter.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looks like he's seeing it pretty good.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact. Here's
the catcher, Yadier Molina. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. The count now at 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2 to the Cardinals catcher.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Back up the middle, and Molina's aboard a base hit. So a nice job there by the 2-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order. Into the box, Paul DeYoung. Here comes the first pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Hit sharply toward the right side, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. Cards leave 1. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 29, Alex Reyes.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. The 1-0 home. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
Reyes is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. In is Gerardo Parra. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Here it comes on 0-2. And it's fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Fouled away. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Ready with the 0-1. And pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Murphy on third. Parra is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Always nice to get some run production from the bottom of your order, right? That double brings in 2 runs, and the top of the order is coming up here. This could really be a big inning.
Standing in now, Tyler Anderson. He grounds it sharply to third. And there are 2 away now. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Charlie Blackmon. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Ian Desmond will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. First pitch on its way, and that one just missed outside. Now the 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. 2 down, runners at first and second. Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in once again, Marcell Ozuna. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Third baseman, number 3.
Here's Jeff Jerko now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-hole hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Murphy recovers, and the throw is in time. Jerko is retired, 2 down now.
Number 34.
Striding in once again, number 34. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. And that's in there. Base hit. Here's Dexter Fowler now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Called strike over the outside corner. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And it's 1-1. Now a snap move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through 6 full. It's the Rockies. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Matt Coleman will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Tommy Pham will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Nolan Arenado is at the plate as he watches ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready on 1 and 2. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Here's Carlos Gonzalez, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Bader is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 9.
Ready once again, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Now the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Jerko has it. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Suwano gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a boop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Full count, 3-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat. Then he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Way in front of that fastball. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. First pitch on its way. Sliders in for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And the 2-out hit keeps the inning alive for Yadier Molina. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
He's set, and the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. It's 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Carpenter leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy.
Leading off for the Rockies,
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the first baseline. Carpenter is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Still anyone's ball game. 5-3 is our score as we take a look now at the starter comparison to see how these two guys fared in the matchup. Now the pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
David Dahl will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. A ball and no strikes. Dahl is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And the throw in gets away from him. Charlie Blackmon will stand in to try it again as we take you back to the top of inning number 1. Here he was leading off the ball game as he got things off on the right foot with a solo home run. First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. That's lifted the other way out to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Adam Ottavino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready for another shot now, Paul DeYoung. And you may notice the usual closer is not in the game here with the save opportunity on the table.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. LeMahieu's got it on to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout as that's a big man to retire to start out the home 8th. Here's Marcell Ozuna. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Ottavino, originally from New York State, he was selected in the 1st round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 2-0. Hit out towards second. LeMahieu's got it. On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in to try it again. Jed Jerko. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
That jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
Just a tick behind for a strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're still down 5. The Gateway Arch lit up at night here in St. Louis. Welcome back to our broadcast, MLB Network. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Gregerson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Bouncer up the middle. Spin throw. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Ready for another chance? Nolan Arenado. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And the changeup is way low that time. Gregerson, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 28th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
2 balls and a strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and standing in the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Desmond, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 1-0. Tough slider down low for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits. One error and a runner left stranded. Jake McGee comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 51.
Striding in to start the 9th, number 34, and they'll need him to get something going here. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. That's wide, 2-0. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
3 balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop. Number 41 will be next. The 3-1. And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4.
Now batting, number 41.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, number 41. He'll take his first hacks here. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first, just keeping him float. Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Harrison Bader. He went down on strikes last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Up around the face. Runners on first with 1 down. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back in standing. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Gonzalez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Brian Shaw takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Tommy Pham will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. The 0-1 delivery. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Too high. 1-2.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
2-2 the count. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. From the belt, the pitch. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
And the